Hello, 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 and welcome back to part 12 of Sound of Drop Falling to Poison. And when we last left off, we were kind of spying on these two from a two-way, or not a two-way, that would mean you can see a one-way mirror even. Um, the one that's potentially our sister, or a sister from another dimension, slapped the employee, and now we have the option to stop them or observe them. I think observing might be bad because she's kind of smirking at her after slapping, so I don't know if she's just like gonna stab her or something. I wouldn't put it past these game's options. So I'm gonna attempt to stop her. Attempt to leave my safe place, but I cannot find a break in the wall. There should be a door somewhere. Even as I think this, I cannot find a doorknob in the darkness. As I keep my eyes on both of them, I decide to search the area connected to the Fish of the World booth. Their quarrel continues, the girl using hand gestures to get the woman's attention. In contrast, she merely looks down on the girl. From my perspective as an outsider, it doesn't look like she's even paying attention. What could have happened? What in the world could have happened to bring them to such a climax? I have many questions. It's unlikely that I'll get any answers. A sad expression on the girl's face for a moment, then she looks away from the woman. Almost at the same time, the composure leaves the woman's face. She creases her brow, opens her eye wide, her nose twitching. She looks like she's about to do something bad. Something has touched a nerve, getting her attention. Even without the sound, that much is clear to me. Wait. Without thinking about it, pound on the wall. However, this doesn't cause so much as a ripple, leaving me cut off from the two of them. This time she hits the girl. Then she immediately grabs the nape of the girl's neck and throws her out into the wall of the tank. There's no sign of the impact. No! Having hit the back of her head on the tank, the girl falters and flips her body over, grabbing the back of her collar. The girl's face is turned to my direction, and that I realise she has fainted. She's unconscious. A horrible premonition runs through me. With the girl's chest pressed against the wall of the tank, she grabs the back of her head and smashes it against the tank wall over and over again. I can see her face as it is bathed in the light from behind and has become silhouetted. The only thing that I can see is her lips, which dangle in the shape of an anchor. Now at this rate she'll die. Without thinking, I scream. I have to help her. I cannot stay quiet any longer. At any rate, I pound on the wall before me. Come on, please let it get through. However, no matter how many times I strike, she does not look my way, as if the sound isn't going through. Since the sound from the other side isn't coming through, then the sound from this side shouldn't go through either. It figures I have no choice but to get out of there. I grope about trying to find a crack in either side of the wall. From top to bottom, right to left, I go along the outside of the tank and look to see if there's a way to get in from below. A handle of some sort would be great, or anything that could serve as a starting point. There's nothing. I still can't find any way whatsoever to get to the other side. Panicking over what I should do, I frantically search for the door. During that moment, the girl continues to have her forehead bashed against the tank right in front of my eyes. A gash is torn wide across her forehead and her blood is clinging to the tank with each hit. The blood sticking to the tank makes a red line as if someone tried to wipe a brush across it. That one line of blood continues, quickly becomes two, then two merge into one large flow of blood. No, no! Her eyes are white and wide open, the blood from the girl's forehead making them seem bright red. From those eyes I can sense no sign of life. And that lady's lips, of course, are smiling. Stop this! Unable to stand any more, I scream. However, it is pointless, merely echoing back through the passageway I'm in. Stop this already! No movement is left in the girl, save for the shaking of her eyeballs. Not just blood from her forehead, but as her entire body goes limp, fluids from all over leak out. Huh? As the life fades from the girl, I see a small movement from her lips. I mimic the movement with my own mouth. The truth of the deep sea. As these words are unvoiced, I have no idea whether or not that's what she was really saying. However, to me, I clicked there. However, to me, that's what it seems like the girl was saying. The woman tosses the girl, she flops over as she hits the floor, having been reduced to a mere object. My mind goes blank as I sit down. I couldn't save her. She was right in front of me, at a distance short enough that I could have touched her by reaching out my hand, but I couldn't save her or do anything to help. Just in case, the woman kicks the girl over, her heel sticking on the hard floor, and that which was the girl's head flops over. Just like that, she leaves the Fish of the World booth behind. At that moment, I see bright red. Without a moment's pause, the girl's corpse loses all trace of life and decomposes and goes beyond that to a completely dried out. Some new phenomenon is starting, but I cannot stand up as I am right now. I'm powerless. I can't do anything. Something hot wells up behind my eyes. No. I don't want this. I don't want Hinamo to die like this. But the image of the girl's expression as she was on the verge of death is scorched into my mind. So hollow, yet so desperate. Her face burning with rage, that her face keeps appearing within my bright red vision. The deep sea, the truth. Just before the flames of life were extinguished, I think those were the words the girls left me. Then what? I don't want to just sit here brooding like this. Familiar voice. Big sister? Huh? That voice just now. Even though it feels easier just to break down and cry, hearing the voice of my little sister from somewhere brings me back. That was Mari's voice. Big sister, come this way. Mari, where are you? This way, over here. Where? Where? I said this way, over here. It's Mari's voice. It really is, but from where? Before I realise it, I'm on my feet. Mari's voice echoes from echoes about the room like an announcement from a loudspeaker, but I gotta find the source. I don't want to lose sight of this one strand of hope that has filled the hole left by my feelings of anxiety. Let's go. I cannot forget that girl's death. Stricken with grief and nearly near the breaking point, I hold myself together. Thanks to Mari. This is recklessly coming out of the passageway. I end up right where the tunnel tank lets out. Big sister. Ah! Big sister this way. Mari, is that you? I slowly turn in the direction the voice is coming from. Exiting the tunnel tank, I can see a wide wall before me. In front of it stands a girl wearing winter clothes. It's the same place I saw Mari the first time. Geez, big sister, did you get lost? Mari, I'm glad. Mari, are you really here? Really here? I'm right here. The same colour hair as mine, the same colour eyes. We were often mistaken for twins. With the silhouette of a doll, she is wearing that worn-looking overcoat. Warm-looking. Mari's right there, looking just as she did that day. Mari, where are you here? Where are you? Why are you here? Did you forget? Geez, you're a meanie. We came together to this aquarium. There's no way I could forget. None at all. It's just, why did you disappear? You're the one that got lost. I'm here. I've been here all along. Part of me is wondering, I want to see if I go back and don't do anything at this point, do I still end up here? I said it strongly herself that she wanted to be alone. Surely would hoped me to interfere. If things escalate, it's a different story, but from now I decide to watch over the situation. The quarrel continues, the girl using her hand gestures, attention. She looks down at the girl from perspective. She's doesn't look like she's paying attention. What could have happened? So it looks like it's playing out as before. Her creases, pushes her. And then, yeah, smacking her head against the wall again. I suppose the only difference is we weren't trying to get into there. But we still look around for ways to try and get in. Unless she's not going to... I know she still says about the deep sea. Still kicks her. Still that. And still the void. Okay, so... Guess maybe just the decision might come into play later. I don't know if we're ever gonna run into her again now that she's dead, but we can at least say that, you know, we did try and save you. We were looking for a way in. Unlike the other one where it was just like, yeah, we just stood there and watched. But then it said they were searching for an entrance as well. So maybe it's just one of those, it doesn't matter what you pick, it's still the outcome. Anyway, back to our sister. You're the one who got lost. I'm here. I've been here all along. Free! Without hesitation, I embrace Marie. She must have caught a chill, as her body is cold to the touch. Big sister, what's wrong? This is embarrassing. It's fine, Marie. We are finally together again. Jeez, big sister, you're such a crybaby. Or part of me wonders, because of different dimensions and stuff like that, maybe, unfortunately, the other girl had to die and be, like, absorbed or whatever for her to become real? Possibly? I don't know. We'll find out, hopefully. So yeah, geez, big sister, you're such a crybaby. That's right, I'm crying. After Marie points out, I realise my cheeks are covered with tears. Just as I'm about to stop, I cry again. Okay, let's go, big sister. Marie says this in a cheerful voice as she pats my head. It's a strange feeling, having my little sister rub my head, but not a bad one. I feel my head being enveloped in a soft feeling, as if I am floating. Go where? We'll go somewhere higher up, together, you and I. Somewhere higher up? Higher, softer. This place is eternity. Eternity? Grinning ear to ear, Mary points her right index finger towards the ceiling. The feeling that I've begun floating upwards grows even stronger. Yes, there's nothing, yet everything there. It's really fun, very soft, and a place we can always be, a world of happiness. Alright, is she dead and we're going to heaven? Happiness? I don't really understand what Murray is trying to say. But if it is happiness, that might be okay. The fact that I am able to reunite with Murray like this makes me extremely happy. My thoughts melt together in happiness at being with my sister. I smell something sweet with a hint of lemon. If that's what the world would be like, we'll surely be happy. Let's go together, big sister. Marie. Don't get lost anymore. You're the one that got lost for 5 years. Okay. Marie reaches her hand out for me. I sit upright and reach for Marie's outreached hand. I hear the sound of something falling down with a clatter. Right. I feel that going with her is bad, because if it is an eternal soft place, that does seem like death, heaven. But we've also got our friend. I'm gonna wait. Drawn to the sound, I look down to my feet. A keychain with the droplet and the starfish, that precious memory of Mary and I. That unstable bridge connecting Hinamo and I. This keychain has a sticker with a picture printed on it attached to its back, so it probably isn't Murray's, but it has the same shape. So Murray, I've been regretting not trading you the jellyfish keychain for this whole time. I've got hung up on something so petty, so... No, that whole thing, it doesn't matter. Huh? At Murray's words, I withdraw the hand I held out to her. Just now, Mary said it doesn't matter, not don't worry about it or it's not important. She declared it nonchalantly, with that smile she always wears. My heart resounds with a loud thump. At that moment, Hinamo's words float through my mind. For argument's sake, even if that Murray girl is here, she would have grown in 5 years and her clothes wouldn't be the same. It's summer, so she wouldn't be wearing a coat. Moreover, all of a sudden that floating sensation disappears and instead I feel the impact of falling to the ground. In reality, I had been sitting, so my fall was more like tipping over. This isn't right. This isn't right? What's wrong, big sister? Come on, let's go. No, demon! That's another thing. If there are multiple dimensions and things like that, who's to say that you are my sister? Hinamo's voice visibly rushes through my mind. Surely Hinamo has saved me, because now I can clearly see that from the form of that thing before me. You're not Murray. No matter what, Murray was never the type of girl to just say it doesn't matter. Not to mention that the keychain had been so important to us. I can't see her declaring that something like that doesn't matter. What are you saying, big sister? I am Murray. I'm Mari. When Mari refers to herself as I, she always drags it out. As I get up, I announce this to that thing before me. I'm Ma. Okay. The girl's body begins to become blurry, like a statically image. I can realise I can no longer look directly at her. I knew it, you're not Mari after all. Muddy is probably a fitting term here. The thing that had been Mari up to this short time ago begins to melt, transfiguring into itself from one clump into countless fish. No, not the Morphe fish person. They almost had us. The fish begin swimming in the air without water. This pattern of behaviour is bad. If I get caught up in this bizarre phenomenon, then I am sure to drown in this place with nothing. I have to get away. As I mumble this, I search for a door. If I can go through a door, it should be able to escape this phenomenon in front of me. Murray. Saying I wouldn't regret leaving them is a lie. But that thing, it isn't Murray. It's just an aggravation of fish. I can't be deceived by them and lose sight of my precious goal. I was so naive. Fine, even so, it's fine. It happened somehow. If I have time to get down about this, then I just need to not let it happen next time. I will save her, no matter what. Finding a door, I run away. I throw it open with great force. So we avoided slime tentacle fish sister. I think that was something that happened a while ago. About a year ago. It was something that happened in the summer. During a break when I was looking over my notes for a quiz on something. Hey you, keep this in mind. What? A girl from my class suddenly came to my seat, kicking my desk as she yelled at me. She was unexpectedly strong. The notes and stationery on my desk scatter about. She was like a leader in our class, a part of the largest group. And having almost never spoken to her, I had no memory of ever making her mad. Unable to get mad, I was merely bewildered. Then Hinamo showed up, and with her face downcast, picked up my stationery. Sorry, it's my fault. Your fault? A girl from the group invited me to round 1 this Sunday, but I turned her down. That was the day Hinamo and I had made plans to go to the movies. Instead, I was able to more or less understand what had happened. When she asked why, I told her I'd already made plans with you. Of course, I hesitated to tell her that, but she was persistent. But you could have gone. That girls' group was big. If there was an event or something, basically the whole class went along with them, but it wasn't strictly a good thing. Their group pride was as great as their group mentality. The girl that had come over a few minutes earlier was practically striking. Like I'd go. May you. You should know you take priority. But if you turn them down, they won't invite you anymore, will they? If their pride was really that high, then that's how it would be. I have heard that, except for that girl as a leader and 2 others, people who regularly being brought in and thrown out of the group. It wasn't something I cared to hear about, but the bad things girls who had been kicked out said regularly found their way into my ears. Yeah, I won't be invited anymore, for sure. What? But that means... I saw it as a disadvantage for Hinamo, who loved going to the events. Like she could have had an adventure getting elected to executive committees for things like culture festivals or the sports festivals, or getting votes for programs or something. It may sound like a discussion of politics, but ever since reaching junior high, things have had this kind of mysterious flow to them. Anyway, I was the one who turned her down. It's not some form of discrimination. I just don't like them from the start. As she readily declared this, there wasn't a hint of doubt in Hinamo's face. This kind of thing happened several more times until now. Cheerful and fun to be with, beautiful Hinamo was also popular with our classmates. Since I was always with her, there were plenty of instances of jealousy. But from what I saw, Hinamo didn't discriminate against anyone or try to butter them up, just like with the girl from the group. I often asked Hinamo, why are you friends with me? Is that really something you need to ask? More importantly, it's not like I'm being your friend as some kind of favour. I'm your friend because it's fun, okay? Every time I asked, Hinamo laughed it off. I really loved the smile she gave me at those times. She got a crush on her friend. Once again, I'd entered a passageway behind the tanks. I thought it would get me to the Fish of the World booth, but I was probably led astray while I was out of it. Anyway, I should get going. If another something borrows Murray's form and attacks me like earlier, I don't know if I can defend myself against it. Safe no longer means anything, so I should speed through the passageway. Upon looking at the map, I see that there appears to be a room at the end of the passage. Just as I expected, there are 3 doors before me. Oh God. have no choice but to take them one by one. The first being a great point to stop this video. Although it's probably a bad eye, but I'm thinking the director's office, considering everything seems to be centered around their death or murder or whatever happened to them, so there might be clues there. But we will see next time. Take care, everyone. Bye for now.